Taurus, your life path focus for 2025 is really nice. It's a nice mix of business, heart, leaving a difficult, kind of nightmarish in the head kind of scenario going on in the past now. Even fights with partners and relationships, family, even kind of fighting to make your identity known in the creative and your career. It's been all on the table. And, kind of Taurus as an earth sign, we touch so many different areas. That's our domain and our rules. So those are going to kind of be our life lessons. And what's really nice here is the changes that you've been feeling internally for the better are definitely taking place. So you need to be able to feel connected again to your intuition. You need to feel connected again to the strategy and analytical thinking that you could apply to decision making. It's all really not only heightened, but more importantly, like sharpened from real life experiences everywhere. Like I said, it's touching everything. Even in the love area, looking in the past, you could be able to reconnect with others because you have changed emotionally, spiritually, in a lot of different ways that made you mature. Some of you have been going through your Saturn returns, which is at every 29.5 of your year cycle. They say this is part of our life path. And because we deal with family and relationship and money and career, we usually get hit in those areas. So wherever you are on that first or second cycle or in between, it's all those learning lessons now that you get to apply. So don't let anything kind of stifle your ability to take next steps. What's interesting is I had the Eight of Pentacles in the base card, like what's going on overall collectively for Taurus. I'm a Taurus as well. And it means a refresh, rejuvenation in that area of Pentacles, earth signs, just like I covered. Everywhere we touch, it gets a refresh. And it's what's nice about the eight is we're not inexperienced or naive or any of those kind of things that might have been able to take advantage of us, or we had hard lessons to learn, whatever the case may be. The eight says now you're on a different path. You've learned some stuff and now let's move forward. So no shutting down. I see the Four of Pentacles just like anywhere, because some of those past hurts, because we deal with ego pride, could like stabbed us in the hand, made us all yancy. But the answer is not shutting down. And the Four of Pentacles is really interesting because it's that thing where we want to shut down. I've got my arms crossed, my legs crossed, my eyes crossed. I don't want anything coming into my circle, or maybe even sharing my creative or my family stuff or anything. But the real thing about the four, especially a Taurus, is the firm foundation to build upon in those areas of the Pentacles. But it's the way we're thinking about it. So we need to kind of take that stranglehold that's choking us off, because our creative is only being stifled here. We're only the ones that are poisoning ourselves by shutting down. So we need to break that. And the Six of Swords is at the top of the matter. What I like to say, God and the universe want to give us as a way to navigate. And the six is a celebratory state in tarot numerology, but with the swords are our thoughts. But getting to the six, we're just so exhausted from applying so much mental agility everywhere and sticking up for ourselves. And, people have come to challenge us. But while it's been difficult, it's a really great thing that you made it to this celebratory state. And it's really hard for a Taurus, again, with that ego pride. We don't like to be challenged on our character or the direction that we want to take our love or our life or our career. It touches everything. And this six says, congratulations, because you've done that. Some people will like this new you, some people won't. But what's important is that you really like you, because your character, ethics, integrity, the lines that you'll tolerate, the respect that you demand for yourself and that you give to others, so on, gets challenged in the swords. And the swords is kind of like that boxer saying, come on now, who's next? But there's nobody in the ring with you. And in this case, there's nobody in the Coliseum or even the parking lot. So take off the gloves, put them down the wayside, and go have a little celebratory moment for yourself, because it's a really big deal, because you're coming into your own regards. And in relation to other things that we'll see further down the line in the work area, in the love area, this confidence is so crucial to your decision making as to what you want to do next, because you can really believe in it. And the reason why I could also say this is the Wheel of Fortune is making an appearance, and that card is so special in tarot to me, because I've experienced it after, like, where I thought the shoe can't drop, the shoe can't drop, the shoe can't drop, the shoe can't drop, and it keeps dropping, and you're like, what the heck? And you're looking over your shoulder constantly for the next big thing. But as bulls, we sometimes got to get slapped in the head by universe and say, okay, I need you looking here. I need you to learn this lesson. And that's what the wheel does. You know, it teaches those crucial lessons, even because, again, dealing with ego pride, it's going to take us down onto the bottom of the wheel, you know, the very bottom. So we have to deal with knowing ourselves, and that's our confidence, not the material aspects or anything, because we rule all of it. We'll be challenged to be a better person because of those kind of polarities, right? But the wheel says, good job. It's a karma card to me. You don't get to the wheel unless you've taken on the challenges, which we'll also see in other aspects of your reading. But the wheel is really special because you no longer have to look over your shoulder. The difficulties that brought you here to, like, standing here and saying, okay, what next, is behind you. Okay, it shaped you. It's got you to where, like a little molder with the clay, I've shaped you into a really nice person with a good heart, a good brain, great creativity, and let's go start something. And the wheel wants to help us get there. When it shows up in a reading for me, it means we're on the upturn again. So believe it. I also see a lot of healing cards, so that you could do that not only for yourself, but if you're in the spiritual arts in any way, or experimenting or looking and exploring, go for it, because not only we could use more light workers and people reaching out for the healing of all of us collectively, but you'll really enjoy it, you know. So it's a really great overall reading, and let's go into see what the work is all about.